What? You embarrassed by me? Well, it's on fucking camera now, so we'll really know. You know that? It's on camera now! When I'm famous, you're gonna be embarrassed? Okay. What's up, guys? Gals? Pepples? I'm talking to the camera.
Let's say Pebbles.
Pepples.
I don't like that.
Little pepples. Little peoples out there. That's me. I plan on doing a series of videos, both for my benefit and for the benefit of anybody else who's interested in these things, which I will go into. The mystery thickens. So everybody in them has this curiosity. They have this curiosity that asks, what would it be like to wake up at 5 a.m. every day? What would it be like to try the carnivore diet? What would it be like to try the ketogenic diet? Or maybe you don't have any desire to do any of that, and you're still curious, but you just don't want to do it. That's why I decided I love experimenting with shit, trying new diets or taking on random new challenges, and as a result of that, I plan on spending the next few weeks adopting habits for the week and then deciding whether or not I want to keep that habit in my life. It's in my life. So last week I detailed a little bit about running, which is not along that train of thought, but beginning this week I started waking up at 5 a.m. every single day, including weekends, because why not? Is it aggressive? Yes. Do you look like a hardo? Yes. Are you probably also, in addition to looking like a hardo, actually a hardo? Yes. And it's at that point where right now we're at day 6. I'm going to do it tomorrow, and I'll record that to make sure everybody sees me on day 7, doing it for the full week. So with every single topic, it'll go like this. I'll talk about my experience first. Just talk about what happened. What crazy stuff happened. Crazy stuff. I woke up at 5 a.m. My alarm went off and I got up. Wild. Okay, so we'll go over what happened, my experience. We will go over tips if you do want to adopt this and you don't care about my pros or cons or whether or not I recommend it. We'll talk about pros, so the things I like about it and what I benefited from during the experience, the things I don't like about it, so the cons and the downsides of trying this new thing. And then with all of this information, with the tips, with the pros, with the cons, with the cons, we'll make an educated decision as to whether or not it's a habit that we want to adopt. And you can watch this and you can say, yo, I want those benefits and I don't even care about those cons. Or you could say, that guy's an idiot. I don't even know what's going on. Or you could say, those cons just aren't worth it to me. And at the end of the video, you'll find out whether or not it's going to be incorporated into my daily life. Number 1. Waking up at 5 a.m. every single day. What's to note about the experience? Well, first, here's what it kind of looks like. What's up, peeps? Checking in because tomorrow I am embarking on a mission to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day for one whole week. Fuck. I messed up the first part. As you can see, it is right now 11:28. I took a nap today, so maybe that will help, but I'm anticipating day 1 will be rough. Cue the montage of me waking up every single day at 5 a.m. for 7 days, starring Bruce Willis. Day 1, day 2. Man, it's getting hard. I think the key is going to bed on time and not napping during the day. Day 5. Did not go to bed early enough last night, and this morning was a total struggle. But we out here. I got him. 2 days left. Or is it forever? Unclear. Let's go. Let's talk about the experience. The experience of waking up at 5 a.m. every single day. Just in terms of difficulty, day 1, you're so excited to try this new thing that you kind of spring out of bed and you go, oh, this is going to be a joke. This is going to be easy. I could do this every single day. I'm tired, but no big deal. But as the days go on, by day 3, I would say, it is strictly discipline getting out of bed. You wake up and you think of 10,000 reasons why you should not get out of bed. It's too cold. I'm not wearing socks. I should have worn a shirt to bed. It's raining. The gym's gonna be too crowded. I wet the bed and need to clean all of the sheets, and you'll pee yourself in order to avoid getting up. All of these things sort of are weighing down on you in that one moment. When that alarm goes off at 5, by Wednesday, if you start on Monday, by Wednesday, when that alarm goes off, you'll think of 1,000 reasons why you shouldn't get out of bed. And I would say by the last day, you're kind of on autopilot. You still have that suck associated with days 3 through 5. However, you're at this point where you've been doing it so much that you just don't want to break this streak you've got going. You're like, I've done it for 5 days now. It's day 6. I really don't want to mess this up. I've been doing such a good job that the momentum really kicks in, and you're at a point where I think, at least going forward, if I do decide to take on this habit, you're at this point where, you know, you're just going to keep it going because it's you now. Okay, let's talk about tips. I'm going to read a little bit off my phone, so don't kill me. Tip number 1. Your preparation for this. The best way to wake up at 5 a.m. every day has nothing to do with any sort of, people will say weird shit like, oh dude, just splash a whole gallon of water in your face the second you wake up. Get into a cold shower. Have your significant other slap you across the face. Pour fire ants down your pants as soon as your eyes open. People will come up with 1,000 ways for you to get out of bed when you're that demotivated. I'll give you the best one. Go to bed on time. Go to bed at 10 p.m. the night before and you'll have no issue getting up. If you go to bed later than that, that's when the motivation is out the window and you're just gonna have a tough time. You're just gonna have a tough time no matter what. There's just no getting around it. If you haven't slept well, you know, a newsflash. You wake up, it's dark out, it's pitch black, you're really gonna have to push hard to get up. Tip number 2, lay out your clothes. Or even sleep in your clothes that you're gonna wear the next day. So if you're going to the gym, I put out my shoes, shorts, pants, tops, bottoms, legs, freaking doobie tops, gloves, snacks, trail mix, Starbucks coffee. I put out everything. I put out every single thing that I'm going to need the next day. It's just there. So when I walk out, I'm just like, it's just there, and I just like put it on with my eyes closed. Okay, 3, plan your morning. If you have nothing that you're getting out of bed for, of course you're not going to get up. If you're like, I want to wake up at 5 a.m. every day because I think I'm going to do some productive stuff, you're not doing it. You have to have something that you're getting up for. So for me, I decided I was going to, every other day I would lift weights, and every other day I would go for a run. So on the days I was lifting, I would not run. On the days I was running, I would not lift. So I'm 6 days in, and I have lifted and ran 3 times each. And I actually ran 21 miles this week, so be proud of me. I just started running like a month ago. Come on, big baller shot caller. What's up? I'm Usain Bolt. Tip 4, this is huge, dude. Sometimes you're motivated to get up, and you're just like kind of still lying there, but you're up. You're like, oh, I can turn off my alarms. I'm awake. I'm not going back to sleep. I've done this in the past. I didn't do it during this challenge because I did something else. But you'll just wake up, and it's like, oh, it's 9 a.m. now. And I fell back asleep because I'm an idiot. I would sit up immediately. It's the most terrible sit-up you've ever done, but it's the only way to stay up. If you're sitting up, well, if you're sitting up and you fall asleep, you've got bigger issues. But for me, if I sat up, I wasn't able to fall back asleep. But if your name is Conrad Ben, and you know who I'm talking to, Conrad Ben, sitting up isn't going to work for you. You're going to have to stand up. And even that might not work for you. You should please get checked for narcolepsy. Tip number 5. Oh, this is a good one. Tell everyone you know that you're waking up at 5 a.m. every day. Because if you have true friends, they're going to talk a lot of shit to you if you don't do it. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, mister, I'm waking up at 5 a.m. every day. My ass. Yeah, I don't want to hear any of that. So for me, the thought of hearing that makes me get up. I'm just like, I don't want to hear Mark's bullshit. Mark, I'm talking to you. Last tip, keep the momentum. So you have this crazy momentum coming out of a productive morning. So if you wake up and just hit the gym immediately, you have this unbelievable momentum coming out of the morning. And Ride that momentum through your day. There's nothing worse than having an extended work day after waking up at 5 a.m. It's this amazing feeling. Like you wake up, you're like, oh, I'm so fucking motivated. You get home before work starts. You get home before your first meeting, or let's say you're going to work. You get into work well before your first meeting. So most meetings don't start till 9 a.m. You have all this time to plan your day and get organized, so use it. And then you're more prepared than everybody else for your meetings and everything, because everyone else is just barely woken up by the time they get there. You have all of your meetings, you do all your work during the day, and if you can ride that productivity, there is no better feeling than when 5, 6, 7 p.m. rolls around and your day is over and you're like done. Like you're worked out, had a productive day, you had all your meetings, you worked on all your deliverables, and you're at this 5, 6, 7 p.m. point and everyone else is thinking about like, oh, how am I going to work out today? And you're just like done. It's free time. Between that time and let's say 10 p.m., you could do literally whatever you want. Okay. Pros and cons. Pros, we just went over super productive morning. So that super productive morning usually flows right into your day and you just have this amazing day. More productive than if you don't do anything. Like I said, what I did is that when I got back early, like let's say my first meeting was at 9 or the first thing I had to do was at 9 a.m. I would plan around my day or just like list out the tasks I wanted to get done or think about what that meeting was about. And dude, like I've just been more prepared for my first meeting of the day than I ever have been in my whole life. If you're a working man or woman, there's no better feeling than being that prepared in the morning. Oh, other huge benefit. Literally, okay, when you're up at 5 a.m., that period between 5 and 8 is like the most peaceful period you've ever experienced. There is nobody awake. There's nobody at the gym. There's nobody texting you, nobody calling you. It's 100% your time to do whatever you value the most at the first slot of your day. To me, that part was amazing. Like, no one was getting in the way. I didn't have to check in with anybody. I didn't have to do anything. I just had this like amazing slot of the day where no one needed anything from me and I could just focus on myself, which is an amazing thing to start your day with, in my opinion. Like I said before, another benefit is when your work is done at the end of your like work day. If you woke up at 5 a.m. and got your workout in, everyone's focused on like how are they going to work out, or most people just don't work out. You're already done with that. When your work day ends, you're done. Last but certainly not least, 0 sleeping issues. When you wake up at 5 a.m., work out, and then have a full work day, and you hit the pillow at 10 p.m., bro, if you can keep yourself awake, I'll give you money. It is like, you hit that pillow and forget it. For me, I was falling asleep in like 30 seconds. Okay, now, the cons. I only found 2 cons, personally. One, you're a little bit of a buzzkill. You're like, I have to go to bed at 10 p.m., and everybody's just sort of getting ramped up on whatever it is they're doing that night. You literally have to go to bed or your morning's gonna be terrible. So I personally, I wouldn't make it a buzzkill. I would just like not go to bed at 10 p.m. and stay up till like 11 or midnight, but I'm a psycho. So I could still kind of wake up, but I think it's really, really hard to do. It's really, really hard to wake up if you're staying up till midnight and then trying to just crush it in the morning. Along with that, which is the second con, I think it's tough on significant others if they are not on the same schedule. I have a girlfriend and she, Avery, if you're listening, I love you. I woke up at 5 a.m. every day. First of all, it's annoying for them that you're getting up at 5 a.m. They're like, dude, I'm trying to sleep, bro. Go to bed. Go back to bed. You don't wake up together. When you both get home or when you both get off of work, that person is usually going to do their workout and you're like just starting your relaxation. It'd be nice if you could spend time with them, but you can't. And then when they get back from their workout, by the time they've eaten dinner and gone back from their workout, if your schedules aren't matched in terms of wake up and go to bed, you basically have an hour together. So I think definitely tough on that. But if you plan really well, if both of you plan really well, I think you can get 2 to 3 hours at the end of that day together, which is important. Whoosh. In summary, we'll call this Take It or Leave It. I may change the name, but that's what we're calling it right now. Take it or leave it. For Ryan Grabowski in particular, take it. I had so much fun with this challenge. I loved the feeling I had. Like, I loved getting up before other people. I loved the silence of the morning. I loved getting everything out of the way all at once. If you're a more lax person, don't do it unless you want to become more disciplined. If you're looking for something to regiment you, give it a shot, man. Give it a go. Comment down below whether or not you think you're going to do it or try it. Please subscribe. It costs you nothing, and I promise I'm not going to annoy you. You don't have to watch the videos, but if you subscribe, it helps me, so help a guy out because I'm trying to help y'all out. Stay tuned and try things. Give it a go. Go out of your comfort zone. Find out that you actually hate something. Don't just talk crap about it. Give it a go. That's my advice. Give it all a go, and then decide what you like. Take it or leave it. Peace.